Hello, hello. Kicking off the live stream. This is going to be my second live stream as it's starting to fire up and engage here. Just trying to make sure some of the final settings are actually working and going here. Okay. I think I got just about everything up and going here. Make sure everything's running. What's that? I don't know why, but I got two screens. Let's close that one. I think that one's still going. Yes, it is. Okay. Unpause the game here and back to field work. Real quick. We can speed time back up. Trying to watch both monitors here, one to play the game and two to see if anyone pops in the channel. You never know when that might happen. This is fertilizing, better double check that. Yes, it is. maybe I need to pause the video for a minute and make sure you know I got my tag set up correctly. What I'll actually do is I don't like to do that, but I'll just hire the hand real quick. That way I can come over here and double check a couple of settings just to make sure it's working. Okay. I think it's going, I think it's right. Back here in the game. I'll take back over. There's not that many people actually up right now, or they're not searching, or you know, they just don't know to search for me yet. Oh, hello, zombie killer. How are you doing this evening? Not sure how the game's coming in for you, so if you have any feedback, you know, you can tell me if it's lagging really bad, if the sound's off, any information like that. And to answer your question, I am actually doing pretty good. This is my second live stream. You know, I'm trying to learn how this works, all the rules, the settings, and things like that are working, so. And it's a little different, you know, trying to play a game and at the same time watch the side screen to see if someone jumps in the channel like you just did. So, a lot of interesting stuff learning to do a live stream. Thank you. Glad to hear it's coming through clear. You actually play FS17 or no? Ah, cool. Hopefully by the time that comes out, any bugs or issues in the game will be fixed for you. You know, it'd be nice if they're fixed. There's some exploits that may be nice to have left around if, you know, Giants doesn't fix them. I will tell you, I do know that this field that I'm on right now is field number 14, so you may want to remember this when you get your game, there is a hidden Easter egg in it. To reveal the Easter egg is all you gotta do is plant the entire field in grass and then let it grow. Sit in a tractor where you can zoom way out, you know, that we can see the full field. and you get to see the Easter egg. I personally have not done it yet, mainly because it's a hidden surprise from what I've been told, and it's just nice to see it. I'll tell you about the Easter egg and how to reveal it. That way you get to see it yourself. I plan on doing it here in the near future. Probably will do it off screen on a separate game, just that way I get to see what it is first and decide for myself if it's something, you know, everybody needs to find for themselves, or, you know, if I want to reveal it to everybody. But I heard about the Easter egg, then someone else explained how to reveal it to me earlier today, so I'll probably do that off screen a little bit. I keep pushing the wrong button there. Oops. Well, so do I. I do like hitting Easter eggs too. They make it fun and exciting. Go over here and weed this third and final field. Then I get to speed up time and let all my fields grow. You know a lot about the game yet, or just checking things out right now? Yep. I know Brad. I don't actually know Daggerwin that much. I've heard a little bit about him, but I know Brad. He actually got, you know, got to do the pre-release with Giants. Understand. I actually started watching Brad play Farming Sim back before I even had decent internet. I think his very first video I actually started the download, went and made a sandwich, then came back to watch the video, and then computer buffer speed of my computer at the time, I ended up having to wait halfway through the video to wait for it to buffer and download some more to finish the video. So that was back in Farming Sim 13 when I first found out Brad was playing this. Play any other games? I'm guessing by Zombie Killer you're playing Minecraft. Stardew Valley. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. I may look that up. Wouldn't surprise me if there's a lot more Easter eggs hidden in this game. Ah, the one up there by Field 1. Let me actually grab a pen and paper. I'll write that game down. That way I'll remember to look it up when I'm done. Oops, got a little off track here. Alright, I think that did it. Double check here. 15, 14, and 12 are all done. Cool. Speed up the game and go park the tractor. Okay. Let's see here. What's the sell prices doing right now? Ooh, $800 and ticking up for soybean. Actually, a pretty good price. See how high that gets up there. Let's see here. 288, 333. Just to give you a little insight, something a friend of mine told me today, this Maplefield Mill right here, it's got the little train. You have to deliver it using the train system from what I've been told. But as you can see how fast the money's changing on the screen, this updates every minute. So it was recommended to use the train for the delivery because you can drop up to 120,000 liters of material at one time. That way you get the big price, because this will update faster and you can just, tipper after tipper after tipper, deliver it. Yes, I do drive. You can drive the train. Let me just slow down time and I'll actually show it to you. You actually have two of them here. You have what I call the east side of the map train and a west side of the map train. This is the 2 points where the two train tracks come together. It's right here beside field 11. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to fire up the chainsaw right there. Ah! Of course, I'm running backwards, can't see. But right here at field 11, right beside it is where the two train tracks come together and merge, and it's your common train station. Actually, open up the map here if I do it right. It's kind of hard to see, but this little black line right here, you can see is this what I call the east train track. This circles right here, and then this is what I call the west train track. Goes around the lake here, but the mill, whatever it is called, Maplefield Mill, is right here. And from what I've been told, the only way to deliver to it is using the train tracks. And you just simply get in it just like any vehicles. And then pretty much the only keys you need are your W and your S, your speed up and your slow down keys. That moves pretty good. 51 mile. I have mine set on mile per hour, so 51 mile an hour max speed. True. I can see you calling it north and south train, because right there where they merge, one is going north, one's going south. Here it is. I'm probably going way too fast, can't stop, but that's Maplefield Mills right there. You just park over the little box and empty your grain tank, which, if I remember correctly, this one has 3 of them. You got the big blue one right there up front, which I've been told has a max fill limit of 120 liters. Then you got the other 2 in the back. I think the one in the middle is the smallest of them. I think it's like 80,000 max, and the one on the very back is like 90 or 100,000 liters. So they're 3 different sizes, but 100,000 or 120,000 liters of any type of grain or anything you're trying to take to sell is going to be quite a bit. Oh, there we come back into the station here. I need to slow it down. But you can see coming outside of the building right there, you got the 2 different blue pipes for the different tracks. You just get in the train you want, line it up, and tell it to fill. But you first of all have to bring stuff to this station's silo pit. If you try to open it, and it'll tell you right here, silo's empty. Which, if you look at the map here, our field's up there by, our current silo is up there by 15. Is I gotta just bring it down behind 14 and just bring it down behind it, and you're done. It's not that far away from the main farm. So let me actually look at the price. It still says soybeans going up. We're at 900 and counting. I think I'm gonna prep for that, just in case. If it's still going up like that, I might as well just move all my soybean over there. That's gonna be a good payoff. Actually, I had a friend, Savvy. We did a test one day. We were just in the channel talking to each other, everybody playing their own game, and he actually recorded a small little clip of trying to derail the train and used the starter harvester, and yeah, it knocked the harvester all over the map. It didn't do nothing to the train. Soybean. Go and fill that up. Fortunately, I still just have the baby starter tipper, so. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the fact that it was almost to $1,000 and it had the green arrow. The good thing is, even though if it does go down, I don't want to sell it yet. I can just leave it over here in this silo. I've been told that this silo can hold a maximum of 500,000 liters, where your farm silo can only hold 100,000 max. So this might be a very good, place to store it. Oops. They still do that. Ever since they changed that key. It used to always be Q to tip the trailers and to drain them, and they redid it in 17. It's now the letter I. I got so used to playing, for the last, 3 versions of the game, it was always the letter Q, and then they changed it on me, so. This will be a nice payoff if price keeps going up. Take a glance at it real quick. 980 and counting, so it's still currently trying to go up. Can in the placeables, but unfortunately, as you can see in the upper right corner, I only have $8,000, so that's not a lot to brag about. Plus, I still think I got 150,000 out in loans, so I'm hoping to buy some new fields here soon and start trying to get some better equipment. I can believe that. Gonna have to have bigger silos for some of those fields, like fields 20 and was it 5? I think are the big ones on the game. Yeah, I think number 5 is actually the physically largest in the whole game. But 20 and 31, all those are decently sized. 9's I mean, one itself's gonna be pretty good. Let alone once we get the livestock up and going, you know, you keep them fed, take care of them, and they start breeding. Give you another source of income and something else, you know, just try to change up the game. Fields 3 and 20. Three's okay. But I agree 20 is definitely big. Up to 983. This one probably can. I know this one can do a front attachment. Hadn't actually tried to put forks on it yet. Yeah, I know I need the front loader attachment when I get animals. Or you gotta go by every so often and clean up their mess they make. What do you think of the new way they do the missions in the game? Yes, it does. I agree with that. That's one of the reasons why I like it. What I like is, it's different. It changes up. You actually have a little bit of control of what mission you kind of want to do. You can see it. And if you don't like it, you can come back. Put the game on fast forward a little bit, give a little bit of time to change, and you don't want to plow it. Well, don't plow it. Come back a little bit later, and the plowing will already be done, or it'll be on a different mission state. You don't have to do that part of it. Plus, the rep's nice, earning up reputation, lowering the overall cost of the field. Unless you just want to flat out buy it for max value. Now, I was told, I hadn't, obviously because I haven't bought a field yet, you actually get the field in whatever current state it is you bought, that it is in before you purchase it. So if you purchase it and it's covered in sugar beet, well, it's covered in sugar beet. Or potatoes, or whatever other grains on it. I've questioned when I heard that about the mission. There is a seeding mission if you can actually choose what gets seeded on it before you buy it. If you can actually select the seed. Yep. Yeah. Well, it's nice they do that. I think that's part of their overall game improvement they keep doing. Fixing the lighting, fixing the shadows, fixing the textured terrain here. Because I came off a dirt road right there. I'm leaving dirt on the highway. Oh, the farmer will get mad if you plant the wrong seed? I don't know. I haven't tried yet. Almost there. Looks like one more trip after this one and we'll have it all transferred to at least the train station. Yes, it is a lot of soybean. I think I have, what is it, 51,000 originally? So, of course, moving it with a dipper that can only carry 8,000 at a time. You figure if I have 51,000 soybean and I can get them to sell close to 1,000, that's going to be $51,000 for me. So, which I could use right now. Okay, that's all the soybean, and we're up to $990 for soybean, so it still is on the climb. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else on the up go. Looks like barley's starting to climb a little bit also. Let's find out. Let's speed up time a little bit, see what they do. Soybeans still going up, still going up. Boom, broke 1,000, still going. Barley's climbing up with it at 334. Soybeans over, oop, look at there, it turned green. And it's still going up. No, I didn't turn off traffic. I actually still have traffic still on in the game. Uh-oh. Soybeans starting to go down at Goldcrest Pacific Grain. It's still ticking up for me at Maplefield Mill. Might be getting to the point where I need to figure out if I need to sell it. So let's actually jump over in the train. Run the camera here, see if I'm lined up. Yes, I am. So up all the 51,000 into the train. All that lovely soybean. Okay. There's the soybean, it's loaded up. So as you can see, I got 51,000 on board there, and it's kind of hard to see, but on the lower right corner it tells you it's only 43% full. Stop, 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 stop. Okay. I think that's lined up. It's kind of hard to tell. Alright, let's speed time back up and go watch the prices again. We're over 1,058, 59, come on. See how high this is going to go. Looks like Bartley's still on the climb also. Up, there's a snowstorm. Wow. 1,070. Oh, 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 it just stopped. Just stopped. I just saw that. At 1,072. And Barley still kind of might be on the climb. So let's go ahead and see if I can find the right key. Unload is I. Here we go. All 51,000 liters. 55,392. Yes, it is hard to stop a train that way. Wow. Pretty bad snowstorm. Yes, that was a lot of money. So now the question is, what do we do with $66,000? Do we buy a field? Do we look at equipment? Because like for instance, that barley's still going up. May be getting close time to sell it too. I'm going to sell it. I think I need another tipper. You know, just to speed up the process a little bit. Buy a new trailer. That's what I was thinking. I agree. No snow on the ground. But that, that's not snow. Then I guess what it could be a hailstone. I better turn my map. Then I know where I'm at. Nah, that was a little tedious sitting there having to make that 8,000 You know, only take that back and forth with only 8,000 a load. Only what, about 8 trips? Or 7? But if we have to do that barley right behind it, I have more barley than I had soybean. Oops. Okay. Let's look at our options here for trailers. Tippers, there we go. So, this the one we have? No, this the one we have. So, okay, this is the bigger version. Still got the front axle spins, so it's going to be harder to back up. This guy is 15,000, almost double that, but it will pivot right. That's small, don't want that one. 21,000 ain't bad. That one's same 21,000. They're both 21,000. Same trailer, just different designs. One's more like a wagon, and the other one's more like a trailer. That one goes up to 31,000, 40,000. Yeah, I think those are getting a little too big right now. We may need to stay with one of these two right now. Really? They want $2,000 extra more for that one? Same grain, same everything. Ah, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I got to change the colors. Okay. Standard. Wide tires. Wider colored. Just get to modify it a little bit. TKD 302. TTED. Do you like that one? The TKD 302, 27. I'm in agreement. That way, if I need to back it up, I can. Let's select that one. Let's see. Main color. Wide tires. I don't think there's a reason to get the wide tires. Extra $400. Light green, dark green, white, and brown. Wish it would actually show us, a sample. I'm just going to leave it the color it is. Okay. Run over here and sell this guy. Bye-bye. Let's see. Let's actually speed time back up. See how much the barley goes up on our drive back to the field. Or to the farm. I think it's a great improvement, you know, how they fix the lights and everything. The beacons work, the four-ways work, the left and right turn signals work. The headlights, I don't know if anyone's seen this, you may have already seen this, but you know there's multiple settings for the lights now. There they go. Just pushing the wrong button. Oops. Got low beam, high beam. Ice storm, I would agree. As that's not leaving piles of snow everywhere. Let's see, we're up to 384. Oh, ice storm just ended. Yay! That looks like my crops are starting to come in. How are we doing? 387? 388? Hmm. Yep, sunshine time. Right in time for the sun to go down. Yep. A lot more colors in the sky for the different sunsets and sunrises now. Up to 390 on the barley. Got a feeling the crop's going to come in at night, making for a night harvest. Yay. Yep. Whoa. 389. 389 for the barley. I think I might as well sit on that. What do you think? Oh, picture time? Yeah, it would have been a great picture. I think I'd let it get a little too dark now. Let's see if we can find a better spot to get it. See if we can still get a picture of that. That's not too bad. Let's see. Should be that one. Yes, that is. Well, one thing I am going to do, I'm going to come over here to finances before the end of the day, pay off as much of my loan as I can, down to 110,000 to reduce the interest at the stroke of midnight. There it goes. There goes the crop change right there. Actually, I just made a little bit of money. Go ahead and pay off an extra 5,000. Yes, it is a good, great to end the day on a high note. Line up the combine here. Turn it on. And off into the field we go. It is 30 minutes till midnight. Yep, you're about an hour ahead of me. Which actually, if you think about it, it's daylight savings time, so you get an extra hour tonight. Yep, Eastern Standard Time. Yes, it is daylight savings time, and it's fallback, so you set your clock an hour backwards. So it's 12:30 for you. It's almost 12:30 for you right now. When you reach 3 a.m., it becomes 2 a.m. again. Gain an extra hour tonight. lot of people wish that, but unfortunately, with John Deere trying to produce their own game, they will not release the licenses right to Farming Simulator for them to put their equipment officially into the game. So the only way to ever get John Deere stuff or stuff that says John Deere on it is going to have to be, you know, someone who's not, you know, contracted to Giants to build it. I'm not sure about cotton yet. I've heard rumors that the expansion or a DLC upgrade that is coming out is talking about additional crops. I don't know if cotton's one of them or not. I know the biggest one I've heard them talking about is oats. But yeah, you know, there's tons of crops that can still be added. You got cotton, you've got oats, you've got, what is it, rice? I don't know if rice is harvested by combines or not. I would think so. You know, you got other root type of plants you can still do. You still got beets, you still got turnips, you still got carrots, you still got, so the combinations are still pretty endless. A lot of cotton farms where you live, I can understand that. Cotton's a huge crop still. This guy set up and brought over. Should be end open the cover. Is that pronounced Rincon? Georgia? I don't think I've actually been to Georgia yet myself. I'm actually in West Texas, out in what is considered the Permian Basin region. Savannah. Been in the Lone Star State most of my life. Ah, hate when I do that. Oops. Surprised nobody else came on. Figured somebody else would have found the live stream by now. Al might be too tired from watching all the farming simulators. Brad producing them for over a week now. Denver, Colorado. I had an uncle that lived in Spring, Colorado, if I remember the correct city. But I heard about how harsh some of the winters can be and how cold. So if you like Denver, do you like the Broncos? You a Broncos fan? Cool. I used to work with a colleague of mine. He was a big Denver Broncos fan. Ah. You might be able to go other places other than Denver to drive locomotives. Storm chasing? That's actually a bug in the game to make the combine go that fast. Give me a minute to empty it here and I'll explain and show it to you. Ah, dang it to him before he stopped. Oh well. So a little bit, if you look down in the lower right corner, you can see 14 mile an hour is the max speed of the cruise control, which is also the maximum speed that this combine will go. So as soon as it's empty here, turn that off for a second. Okay, it's empty. Holding the pipe. So if you default just drive the tractor without the combine spinning, or you activate the cruise, it's going to try to go 14 mile an hour. But if you actually activate the combine and activate the cruise, or try to max speed drive, it's going to go as fast as 6 mile an hour and stop. That's the fastest it'll go. Cool. Now here's the bug. Cruise control activated, 6 mile an hour top speed, right? If I press and hold the 2 button while cruise control is active to try to speed up the cruise control, sometimes it will glitch out. You have about a 60 to 80% chance of it glitching, and the combine will just take off. Hold it for about 5 seconds. If it doesn't work, turn it loose and try again. And sometimes right there, it just takes off. And it'll go all the way up to max speed and still harvest. That's one of the few bugs in the game, or glitches. And once you get it going, if you can hold it and make the turn here, you can maintain a lot of speed and get the field harvested faster. It'll air out. Sometimes you just gotta stop and reset it, try again. But you do have to have the cruise activated, and what you're trying to do is you're just trying to set the cruise speed to go faster, and it just bugs out and goes faster. Doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes you get lucky and it happens for a long period of time. Sometimes it only does it for a second or two. Had a friend help you with your logo. I'm definitely gonna have to go over there and take a look at your page and see if I can see your logo. I don't know. I guess it's going to depend on how well they know it. Some of us were questioning maybe, Giants put that in as part of their testing. When they were testing, missions or something, trying to see how they worked. But I don't have a true answer on it. They may fix it in one of the future patches coming out, or they may leave it. There it goes again right there. Ah, animator. Cool. I've always questioned that type of line of work, if I should have went that way or not. I'm all into computer science, but I've never got into graphical art. I went more of the electrical engineering and the technical field and the IT fields. I never actually got into AutoCAD and those type of programmings. So how did you find my channel? Did you find it on one of the social medias, or did you just browse in and find it today? Mr. Moose. I don't know Mr. Moose. I'll have to try to look up him. not exactly sure. I think you're still allowed to go in debt with a worker. What the heck? I hate when I push the wrong button. I think you're still allowed to go in debt with a hired hand. You're just not allowed to purchase stuff from the farm shop. I do know in one of the earlier versions of games, I don't know if it was 13 or 11, you're right, the hired hand didn't work. But as you can see, the 2300 hour just hit, so due to my windmill I own, I have a little bit of money now. Run up here and offload the combine real quick. This thing's massive. Can't believe how wide it opens up. Okay. You're empty. All right, zombie killer. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready to shut down the stream here. You know, it's midnight my time. That way I can get some rest for tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by to watch my video. I'm gonna have to run over and take a look at Mr. Moose's channel and at least say a thank you to him for chatting me up and at least letting you know I was out here. And because if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have found me today, I guess, from my understanding. So, thank you. Write down his name here real quick. Mr. Moose. Thank you very much. If you didn't subscribe, you know, go ahead. That way you know when I'm back online next time. You can find me. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, and hope you have a good night. Take care.